Good evening and welcome to tonight's Wisdom Series session slash the Inner Circle session. This is an open session. It's an open one for those who are not already aware of what's going on within the Inner Circle and the waiting room. So I'm going to give a few seconds, or let me say a few minutes, for those who are joining to get acquainted. Get your pen and your paper or your book ready to take notes. And when you come in, we're going to be kicking off in the next 5 minutes. So once you come in, let me know if you can hear me. So we'll do a quick sound check before we go ahead. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. And I will be turning on my video as well at some point to confirm visibility. If you can also see me clearly. Okay, so I will be waiting for feedback. So once you come in, let me know where you're watching from, and if you can, I'll be asking for a favor. If you can, do well to share. Okay, so quickly share, let other people join this and also benefit from the session. It's going to be an amazing one. It's going to be a really amazing one. Okay, so let me know if you can hear me so that we can go ahead. Like I said, we will be doing pausing for a while to let people join, and I would await your feedback. Good, I can see people joining in. I can see more people joining in. So when you come in, introduce yourself. I can see Varashi, Vince Tech, Vince Tech Hub. Varashi, you're welcome. So more people, more people, more people. We're 8 already. We're 9 now. We're 9. So do well to share. Do well to share, and let's begin. Okay. So where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? I'm going to give the next 5 minutes. So we are starting in the next 5 minutes for everybody to get acquainted. I'll come back here and then I would say hi to all those who have introduced themselves in the comments. So the next 5 minutes, introduce yourself in the comment section, talk about what you do, what would you like the audience to know about you, what do you sell, what's your business about, anything you want to talk about, just do that in the comment section. So we have 5 minutes for that. Okay, let me say 4 minutes now. So when I come back, I'll be reading out whatever you posted in the comment section, just so other people can get to know you and connect with you. Before we officially kick off, we're going to be talking about fears tonight. Fears. So, yes. So yes, I'm back. I am back. Okay, good, good. Okay, so welcome back. I can see Varashi Shakunua, Benedio Kenneth, Agatha. I'm joining from Abuja. Thank you for hosting the session. I'm looking forward to. Thank you, Agatha. Can you hear me now? I believe you can hear me now. So I went out for a while. I said I was going out and I'll come back for 5 minutes. Okay, and I'm back. And this is 5 minutes. So yes, we're going forward. Nathan Pete said you can't hear anything. I believe you can hear me now. Julia Alu. Okay. Welcome. Welcome. Elizabeth. Um I don't think it's network issues. I think it's just me. Okay. So um let me see. You're all welcome to the session tonight. You're all welcome. We're going to be talking about fears. Okay. Let me see. Someone introduce yourself. Julia Alu. Yes, currently and the nursery section, head of the nursery section of where I work. Okay. Okay. Julia Alu, you're welcome. You're welcome. So that's it for now. So let's go. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. What are fears? I mean, what is fear? What is fear? Okay. What is fear? So if I'm to tell you what fear is, the common definition of fear, the regular definition of fear is response to perceived or actual threat. Okay. Response to perceived or actual threat. How your body, how your system, how your mind responds in the face of a threatening situation. That's what we call fear. Now, how does this fear come about? Okay. You may not have heard about, the flight or fight response. Okay. So when you are in a situation that is stressful or threatening, your body begins to release a certain hormone, you know, to help to either fight or flight, fight or flight, either fight or run away. Okay. But what happens is sometimes this response can be logical. Sometimes it can be irrational. So that's why, when we talk about fears, we talk about rational and irrational fears. Okay. What do I mean by rational and irrational? Rational fears are, so I'm just going to be pulling up what you do. Yeah. If you introduce yourself, I'm going to put it up stage, so that others can get to see. And maybe somebody who is interested in working with you, collaborating, partnering, hiring, whichever case, they would, pick that up and get to contact you. Now, like I was saying, um, okay, so like I was saying, I was waiting for all these things for the past how many minutes. So now that we've started, I'll just continue. I'll just continue. This should be the last one I'll do here. Awaniro, welcome, welcome, welcome. So good. Now the problem is sometimes we have. I was talking about the types of fears, the rational and the irrational. Okay. Now the rational fears are the ones that are justifiable. Okay, so let me give you an example. You're walking in the dark, okay, in the forest, right? And then you are afraid that something is going to come out and bite you. That's justifiable. It's real. It's a play with reality. Okay, you are maybe in a roller coaster and then you're afraid that you're going to fall off. It's possible that you're going to fall off. Okay, the fear is justifiable. There's real danger right there. Okay, especially when it is a roller coaster inside inside one cheap place in Nigeria. Okay, so you have every cause to be afraid, right? You are in a car and the car is speed 180, 220. The guy is just firing and you're afraid. It's justifiable. Okay, so those are rational fears. But when it comes to things like fear of public speaking, fear of connecting with people, social phobia, um, which other thing? Um, you can name any common fear, anything that people usually fear. Fear of starting out, okay? Fear of uh creating content, fear of posting content, anything. Most of these things that, you know, there's not really any serious justification for that fear, but people are still afraid. Okay, so that's the irrational ones, irrational fear. Okay, now, now, why is this topic important? Why are we talking about fear today? Why are we talking about fear? In the course of my coaching, I have happened to interview hundreds of people, many people. I've interviewed a lot of people, and oftentimes, you know, I get to realize that one of the things keeping a lot of people back from launching out what they want to launch out, from doing the amazing things in their heads, is fear. There are some people, some of you may be here, you already have gifts, you already have abilities, you already have skills, you already have some powerful stuff. One thing that is keeping you back from launching out is fear. Fear. And immediately you conquer that fear, you'll be surprised how far you go. Immediately you conquer that fear that is holding you back, you'll be shocked at how much impact you're going to make in your world and how much money you're also going to make doing all the things that you do. Welcome, Chinyere. Okay, I think I should just get my Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? Because I'm thinking I don't know if you can hear me and I don't want to be too loud because it's late. But if you can hear me clearly, we're good. But let me try and see if my mic will do a better job. Okay. So like I was saying, um, fear keeps you longer than you want to stay. Okay. Some of you, you've written some stuff as far back as 2020. It's still in your jotter that you are going to achieve in the next 1 year. But because you are too scared to launch, it's been 2 years, 3 years, this is the fourth year, and you're still scared to launch. So let me know if you can hear me, if you can hear me better now. If it's better, just comment better. If it's better, comment better. If it's better, comment better. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's do it. Let's do this. So, like I was saying, a lot of times you find out that you have wonderful things that you want to do. Welcome, Miriam. So you have wonderful things that you want to achieve, you want to do, but what is keeping you back is simply fear. And sometimes you don't know why you are afraid. You cannot exactly tell why you're afraid, why you're scared. If you try to put two and two together, if you try to justify it, it's not making so much sense. or you're just afraid to step out and do that thing that you have to do. Like I was saying, I have interviewed a lot of people, hundreds of people, and 70% of the time when I get to, because I have a framework for my clarity sessions, when I have people jump on a call with me and they want to, get to figure out their next steps and stuff like that. Um, a lot of times, I get to ask certain questions. I get to a point and I start finding out challenges. Okay. So I use that framework and I get to that point and I ask people, what are the challenges that are keeping you? What are the challenges that you think you need to overcome to get to your next level? Right. And majority of the time, 70% of the time, they're going to tell you fear of something. Okay. Someone is going to say, oh, it's a fear of um, unknown, fear of uncertainty. I don't know what's going to happen, fear of failing, fear of launching out, fear of starting imperfect, fear of public speaking. So there are specifics when it comes to fear. There are fears you can point your finger at and say, okay, this is a particular thing I'm afraid of, you know, and it makes a bit of sense, right? But then there are some that you cannot really point, you can't paint the picture of that fear, but it's there. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. I see my boss here, Michael Chijioke. Thank you. It's an honor to have you watching. Thank you, Ruth. You're welcome. So, like I was saying, um, you see all of those things, right? Now, why are we here? Why are we discussing this again? This is going to keep you too far. It's going to keep you too long, longer than you want to stay. That's one. You'll miss out on a lot of opportunities. I happen to be a very spontaneous person. Yes, I have my fears. Obviously, I have some things that I have to constantly train myself into, you know. So it's not like I'm one superhuman that's telling you how to live your life or how to, I experience some of these things, right? But one of the things that's helped me is I'm a very spontaneous person and I have learned to embrace the possibility of failure. I've learned to embrace failure as a process. Okay. And it has helped me to take on opportunities that have really changed my life. I've been invited for programs, within with a short notice, a very short notice. And at that point, I was just thinking, oh, what if I, what if I do this and it doesn't go well? What if? I've been invited to speak at events, to be on radio shows, on TV shows, and I'm like, okay, I don't think, I don't think I can do this. What if? What if? Then at the another thought that comes to my mind is, what if it goes well? What if it goes well? Okay, what if it doesn't go well? So what? Okay, and now when I take on those opportunities, from that one opportunity, another one manifests, and another one, and another one, and another one, and it keeps going. So there are some opportunities I've gotten that open multiple doors of other opportunities for me. Now imagine if I was too afraid to take them. Okay, so that's one thing. It is painful not being able to live your dreams because of fears. It is really painful, you know being in a situation where you are good, you are good, okay, but unfortunately you can't do much because you are afraid. Then you watch people that you are way better than take center stage. People that are, you know, they should be coming to you to learn, right? But because you are not owning your abilities due to fear, those same people that should have been coming to you to learn, coming to you to pay you to learn from you, they are going to be the ones on the center stage. They're going to be the ones on the spotlight. And you, with all your abilities, your skills, your whatever, all your superpowers, you're going to be watching, admiring, sometimes envying, and wishing that you were the one on stage. Yes. Sometimes, I don't know if it happens to you that you see people do stuff and you're like, dude, I could do better than this. I know I can do better than this. But you know why that opportunity is not coming to you? You've not stepped up to your true identity to embrace the opportunity. Why? Because you are afraid. Mhm. So until you are willing to face the fear squarely and eliminate it, you may remain in this same place for too long. It's been probably 1 year since you wanted to post on YouTube, to start your YouTube channel, to write your book, to publish content somewhere, to start a podcast, to start posting daily on Facebook. It's been probably 1 year. You wanted to start a new career path. You wanted to explore coaching as a career. You wanted to explore content writing, content creation, video content creation, whatever thing you wanted to explore. But it's been probably 1 year, probably 2 years, probably 3 years, but you've not started yet because you're afraid. You're afraid of different things. Different things. What are people going to say? Am I good enough? What if I'm not perfect yet? What if I do it and it fails? What if nobody listens to me? What if I set up that live meeting and nobody attends? What if I write that post and put it out on Facebook and nobody likes it? What if I post on LinkedIn and it's just one like and two comments? What if? What if? So at the end of the day, you're blown off by that inertia, that fear that's holding you down. Okay? So if you must grow, if you must grow, and if you must blow, you must be ready to eliminate the fears. And we're going to learn how to do that. Just for a moment, for a while, for a minute, ponder, think to yourself. Just think, just reason with me. Think, how has fear affected my life? How has it affected my life? I'm going to be listing, I have a couple of fears. Um, when I start mentioning them, you'll even be shocked. You will be shocked. You just be saying, oh, so I have this one too. Oh, so this was wrong with me. Okay, oh, this one too. Now, start asking yourself, what has this thing denied me? What has it, denied me? What opportunities have I lost? What people have I lost? For some people, the fear of meeting people or the fear of making social connections have really stabbed them a lot. So you see someone you like, but because you are too afraid to approach the person and say, hey, look, um, I admire the way you dress or the way you speak, or, can we be friends, or can we have something to do together? Can we maybe exchange contacts and talk? Just because you are too afraid of making such social connections, you miss it. And you're just going to believe that, oh, well, what belongs to me will fall on my laps. It doesn't happen like that. Life does not always work the way it works in our head a lot of times. Okay, so you have to just be there. I was at an event yesterday. I was to speak at the event, and another speaker said something that she was an introvert, or she is still an introvert. But when she started her business, and then she realized that your business does not run on weaknesses. She realized that her weaknesses would jeopardize her business. She had to start borrowing skills, abilities, proficiencies from the other personality spectrum to add to herself to be able to sell to her customers. So she had no excuse. You can't say, "Oh, I'm introvert, I'm shy, and because of that, um, let me just be broke." No, it doesn't work like that. You can still be an introvert, but you can be an introvert who has the ability to communicate well with people, who has the ability to make proper social connections, who has the ability to sell. right? But that would only be when you have overcome some inherent fears by the virtue of your personality type. Okay, so yeah, one thing I want you to do at this point, wherever you're watching this from, just quickly share. Okay, quickly share and tell people that we're here. I'll be looking out for that. You can share on Facebook. It's not like it's compulsory. Okay, just share and let people know that something is happening here, and they should join in. Okay, I'd really appreciate. If you do that, you can comment shared on the comment section. It's optional, it's completely optional. Okay. If you do that, you can just comment so I'll see that you've shared. Okay. And if there's anything that catches your attention, if I'm saying anything and then you catch something, I mean you get some insight, some revelation, some rema, you can put it down in the comment section. I'd love to see it, and I'll probably be pulling down and putting them up as well on the screen. Yes, if you must grow, you must something like this. I would appreciate that. Okay, so now let me list the fears. Let's go through them one by one after the other. Okay, number one, which is the baba of them all, the most popular one amongst many people who want to go into entrepreneurship, who want to start something in their lives, who want to probably change a career path from their 9 to 5. Fear can keep you from making some decisions, right? So you can be working a job where you're not earning enough money, you're not making enough money, you are bitter, you are confused, you are frustrated, you are tired, right? And the salary is not helping matters. But you want to change career paths, you want to do something more with your life, you want to build something that would eventually pay you well enough to make salary an option, right? But because you're afraid, you will never try that thing. You will never try it. And I keep telling people this thing: if you never try, you will never know. If you never try, you will never ever know. You will not come to the point where you can say, okay, this thing eventually worked, because not trying is the best form of failure. Making zero attempts is the best way to fail. Okay, but if you make an attempt, you can't call it failure. I'll get to that in a moment. So the fear of failure, that's one. Number two, fear of rejection. Fear of rejection. Okay, so you're afraid that people are going to reject you. Thank you, Miriam. Miriam Lawal. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Um, okay, so give me a second. So, like I was saying, you're afraid that, you know, if you do things, you're not going to get accepted. People are going to reject you. If you approach somebody and say, hello, I want to connect with you, they're going to reject you. For some people, it's just too much in their heads. It's just too much. You go for a networking event, you go for a program, conference, workshop, training, this, that. And then there's, you want to connect with this speaker. You want to connect with one of the speakers or one of the panelists. And then you're just so afraid. In your mind, you're going to get a no as an answer. You're going to get a no in your mind. Now you want to start a business, right? You are so afraid that if you start that business, you cannot sell it to one person, that nobody's going to buy from you, because the moment you start posting, oh, buy what I sell, okay, my class is this amount of naira, I mean, pay 5,000, pay 10,000 to join, that everybody's going to start saying no automatically to you. Why are they saying no to you? Are you bitter lemon, or are you what is it called, bitter leaf? No, but you're just afraid. It's a process. It's a metacognitive process. It's happening in between your two ears. It's here in the mind. It's not real, because eventually, when you start doing that thing, you will be shocked how many people would want it and how many people will be willing to buy into it. But because you're afraid, you will never start. Number three, fear. Fear of uncertainty. Fear of uncertainty. I don't know how it is going to go. Like, this is not a path that I have walked before, so I don't know how it's going to go. So many people in this category. Let me give you a typical examples. I'll bring it back to those who want to change career paths. I've met a lot of people. They have wonderful ideas in their heads, wonderful dreams, wonderful things they want to do. Some want to own a school, some want to build an academy, some want to become philanthropists, some want to do so many beautiful things, right? Now, but their own limitation is, Coach CJ, I've been a salary earner all my life. The only thing I know is how to earn salary. The only thing I know is how to work 9 to 5. I come to work in the morning, I go in the evening and all that. And a lot of times they will always give you the excuse. People in this category will always come up with special excuses like, I don't have time. You know me, I'm busy. You know me, I'm this. You know me, I'm that. I have a lot of responsibilities. I don't have time and that. They are trying to hide and run away from something, and that thing is they are afraid of a new path. Okay, they don't know how it's going to go. One of the reasons is like this is we are not wired with that culture of embracing uncertainty. We are not wired to embrace flexibility. We are wired to do straight line and straight pattern, straight ladder thinking, because that's the expectation of society. Momito, my mom's comment wants to pull down my ring light. That's my mom. That's my mom, guys. That's my mom. Mommy, good evening. I'm glad. I'm happy to see you here. Dalo, Dalo, you raised the son now. So thank you. Okay, so like I was saying, we are not wired to, you know, embrace flexibility and dynamism. Okay. Thank you, Varashi. Varashi is welcoming my mom. Thank you. So we don't know what it feels like embracing uncertainty. So we just want it to be straight line, straight ladder. Okay, so when I and this is part of what causes this, the society expectation pushed on the family, family pushes it on you. And it's not anybody's fault. It's the best that we have known, right? So you are coming out from school, everybody's expecting that, okay, you're going to do NYSC, you're going to do this, you're going to do this, and then you're going to get a good job that pays you well, right? So from that good job, you're going to expect to be promoted. So you now start going up in a straight line, in a ladder. So from lecturer one to lecturer two to lecturer one to senior lecturer to reader, associate professor, then professor, and all these things are going to take you like how many years? And what's going on in your mind is that you are being programmed for what is called normal and status quo, because that's the way everybody does it. It seems like it's the only way that has been preset in your mind. It's conditioning. Okay. So now when you want to try something out of the norm, your whole system is upside down. You're not used to it. So you're afraid. Okay. You're afraid. You are used to going to work in the morning, coming back in the evening, almost every day of your life. So this time around, a thought that, okay, there's actually something you can do in your own house, in your own home, by yourself, and do this and then make money and really have your time to yourself, you know, it doesn't make so much sense to many of us because that's not what we know. I'm not saying you should quit your job. That's not what I'm saying, no. I'm not saying you should quit your job. That one is a topic for another day, right? But what I'm saying is we should start training our minds to embrace opportunities that are outside of the norm, outside of the regular box that we have put ourselves into, right? So people would say sometimes, think outside the box. I love to tell people, enthusiast, thank you. I love to tell people, I was having this conversation with her yesterday. People would say, think outside the box. I tell people, don't think outside the box. Break the box and think freely. You know why I would say that? If you are thinking outside the box, you are hoping to come back to the box again. Think outside the box. The box is still there. So you're hoping to somehow you find your way back to the box. So my own is break the box completely, shatter it, tear it, cut it, burn it. Think like a free man. Okay? Okay. So good. Good. Number three or number four, fear of non-conformity. Fear of non-conformity. There's something called the bandwagon effect, the bandwagon bias, the crowd mentality or the herd mentality. Herd, Herd. So it means that, hey, all these people sharing, I'm glad. I'm glad. I hope I'm capturing. Okay. Okay. So all this, what am I saying? We've been so used to herd mentality, you know, moving the way every other person is moving, the way society says you should move, right? Now, when people, tests have been done, psychological evaluations have been carried out, research studies have been done, that if you come into a room, if you come into an event, let's say there's an event that's meant to happen for 3 days, and they didn't tell you, everybody just decided to wear white, right? You come out from your hotel room for the event, all the event is holding in the hotel, and everybody is going to be there. And you come out, you notice everybody coming out from their hotel rooms, they are wearing white. You got every information that there's no information you didn't get. In fact, you are part of the event hosts, the planning committee. For everybody coming out, they are wearing white. Something is going to tell you, Oga, go back inside and wear white. You know why? Even if there's no dress code, just because people have come out and they're wearing a certain pattern, your mind is telling you, I don't want to be the oddball. I don't want to be the center of attraction. I don't want to be the opposing force, the counter force. I don't want to be different, right? And you see, this fear of difference or fear of non-conformity is one of the reasons a lot of people are stuck where they are. It's one of the reasons a lot of people have buried their voices. It's one of the reasons a lot of people will never be heard. Sometimes it's going to take you being absolutely stubborn to be able to conquer the forces in the world that are trying to keep you back. When I started sharing my message about multi-potentiality, the ability to juggle different activities, do different things, and the fact that you can be excellent at different things. I was battled. A lot of people fought me. A lot of people argued. I received insults on social media. Insults upon they dragged me. But did I don't send anybody. Me, I'm not interested. I don't know what concern me. I was doing my thing. And one of the things that has helped me is creative obstinacy, creative stubbornness. I'm a very stubborn person. Very stubborn person. So I didn't really give I didn't give a shit about what people are going to think just because I operate differently or I choose to see life differently. And that's what a lot of people are facing. Oh, I have an idea, but that idea is contrary to the popular opinion. Therefore, I shouldn't share the idea. Some of the things I say are very controversial. If you follow me, you will know. You will know. Somebody will come and say, Jack of all trades, master of none. I will complete it. Jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. I have strange opinions. When you ask me about schooling, about education system, I can tell you things that will make you start crying. If you are crying, I'll join you and cry. At the end of the day, I'll console you, you console me, we'll console ourselves, we'll continue life. Because I love the realist side of life, man. You're doing something, it's not working, but you just want to continue doing it because that's how it has been done. No, please, I learn to ask question everything, even religion, even church. You know, I'm a typical non-conformist. As a believer, as a Christian, I study my scriptures. If I see something that, no matter who the pastor is, if you like, be doing what miracle and flying on the air, as long as what you are telling me is not congruent with what I am seeing in my scriptures, I will not give my head to you. I will not. I will ask questions. I'll ask you questions. If I happen to come close to you, I'll definitely ask you questions. Questions that will make you embarrass yourself. Okay? So I'm not afraid of being a non-conformist. I'm not afraid of being the the rebel per se. People think rebel is a bad thing. There's creative rebellion. Okay? Your ability to oppose norms without causing damage. Your ability to counter bias, break and destroy or debunk myths, and set people free. That's creative rebellion. Okay? So you have to start owning some things. You have to start owning the fact that you are different. You have to start owning the fact that you can't be like everybody. No, everybody cannot be like you. So you can't have your opinions. You can't have your ideas. They are valid. I'm already teaching you how to overcome some of these fears. And we'll go later on, I'll still do a session on its own on how to properly overcome fear in general. Okay? So I'm not afraid to be strange, to be the oddball. I'm not afraid to be the black egg in the midst of the crate of white eggs. No, I'm no longer afraid. I have my own. I'm entitled to my opinions. I'm entitled to my worldviews. I'm entitled to my philosophy about life. Okay? So don't be afraid of people disagreeing with you. Uh-uh. The bandwagon is not cute. You know what the bandwagon looks like? Sometimes in Abuja, you will see people who will come out with their pickup vans. And just because it's cheaper, maybe from where they are going, from town to Kubwa, is like 500. And then they will come and offer their car for 300. Come and see crowd. Come and see people running, kata, 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 jumping into the vehicle. Some of them are sitting, some will sit on top of other people's heads just because of 200 naira difference. That's what crowd mentality seems like to me. Okay? That's what it seems like to me. Now, the next one is fear of inadequacy. For some people, they are too afraid that somebody's going to find them inadequate. They are too afraid of launching out because they think they are not enough. The imposter syndrome. They think they're not enough. You've learned and learned and learned. You've been learning, you've been taking courses, reading books, going for programs, paying for master classes, paying for certification programs, licenses, all that, done all that, did all that. You have a degree program, you went to school to study for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, and you are coming out, you cannot confidently stand and say, this is what I went to study or this is what I know now. All that investment in the trash can just because you are afraid that people are going to think you are a fraud or because you don't see yourself as good enough. No, that's ridiculous. Is that not hurting you? Is it not keeping you? Is it not holding you down? Don't you want to manifest? Don't you want to be the one to, to get on stage and people are clapping for you? It feels good. It feels good, I won't lie. Kenneth Ochuko, well done. Well done. Oh, nice, nice. I'm seeing a lot of people share and joining. If you're still sharing, um I'd appreciate and let me know that you shared. Once you share, just comment shared. I'm going to read all the comments. I'm going to read all the comments. I'm going to read all the comments once we are done. So that I ensure that I don't skip anybody who shared. Um, it's not like I'm trying to do, it's not like I'm planning to do anything, no. But I'm just trying to know those that shared. So I can send prayers to their what is it called? How did they say it in the house then? Prayers to their mailbox, Abby. Okay. So back to what we were saying. Victor, I see you. Julia, I see you. Um, who else? Who else? Who else? Who else shared? Just if you shared, just let me know. I'll say hi. Okay. I'm shy. I'm now shy. Okay, somebody said something and I would like to address it. I would like to address it. Somebody said something. But being non-conformist. Okay. I was like, okay, this still the open period. Because I was saying that initially I was like, questions are only permitted from those in the inner circle. So I believe you're in the inner circle already, Dami. Um, but that notwithstanding, today is an open day, so anybody can ask question. Good. Now, being non-conformist may come with risks of not having access to mentoring slash support, perhaps targeted conformity and non-conformity. Beautiful, oh, beautiful. See, I have come to adopt another worldview for myself. The truth of the matter is, likes attract likes, right? By standing with what you believe strongly, you will attract the right kind of people to help you. You know why? If you go to people who do not understand your view and perception, who cannot flow well with you, they will try to cage you down. They will try to immerse you in their own belief systems and they will ridicule your creativity. They would quench your fire of creativity. I'll give you typical examples. I've had some of my, um, you know, students, I'll call them students, um, join my inner circle program at some point, and then they join another person's program, and then they notice what is called mentorship dissonance. Okay, they experience it. So that's like when you hear from many voices at the same time, and those many voices are saying different things. Now they are the kind of people who would want to do different things, multi-potentialite. They would want to, speak, write, train, do this, do that, like me, and I do them extremely well. I mean, sometimes people ask me, what do you do? And I start by saying, I do many things and I do them freaking well. I mean, I do them extremely well. That's how I start introducing myself sometimes. I speak, I train, I write, I mentor, I lead, I'm a physiotherapist, and I do quite a lot of other things. I mean, that's it. It's that same. I'm also a semi-professional goalkeeper, if you care to know. Now, some people who have learned from me will go to other people, and then what they hear is pick a niche, you know, don't do anything else with your life. Just pick one thing and do that one thing till you become a billionaire. I don't agree with that. I feel like life is, I mean, everything is relative, right? Six is also nine when viewed from another angle. All you need to do is just go to the other angle and look at it. It becomes nine. So why are we trying to, to cripple people's um uh worldviews or cripple their creativities just because we want them to see life the way we do, right? So for me, part of the things I look out for if I'm seeking a mentor is their belief systems, is their worldviews. Is this something I can cope with? There are people that I don't pay for their courses. Why? Because from their posts on social media, I've already seen what they believe, except the course is super specific. So maybe how to uh, uh, create graphic design, how to create this, how to, something that I know, okay, if I want this is why I want it, and that's it. But if you are going to teach me something that is generic, sales, for example, or teach me about public speaking, or no, even public speaking is different. I can learn that from anybody. But if you're going to teach me some things that I know will require deeper integration of diverse knowledge, I wouldn't, or if I'm looking for a mentor, I wouldn't look for a mentor who just says, pick one thing and do only one thing. No, he can be my coach, no problem. But if he's going to be my mentor, I would need to submit to certain worldviews and philosophies that he is bringing to the table, and it may ruin my own. So no problems. You can have role models, but there are key things about your life. Every human being has an organogram. You have an identity archetype, and some come higher than others. Some will be held higher than others. So if having a view about something prevents people from mentoring you, that's fine. You'll find 1,000 other people. I'm telling you this for facts, personal experience. You'll find 1,000 other people who would love you the way you are. You know, you can't say, oh, because you are a lady and you have principles, you know, you don't want a guy that cheats. You don't want a guy who stays out all day, comes back late in the night and sleeps. Or you just have principles, right? To your own life, how you want your marriage to be, how you want your relationship to be. You can't tell me that because of that it will prevent suitors. No, it's just going to be a good way to sieve the wrong kind of people out of your life. Your ability to identify red flags and say, no, this is not what I can deal with. This one I can manage. But this one, and that one. No. You know, you are looking at somebody, you are with a guy every time. And I'm not diving into another topic, but let me finish this one and we'll continue. You're with a guy, and every time you're with this guy, he's talking down women. He's talking down women. Women this. Women that. Women are always like this. So women are terrible. Women are very lazy. Women are this. Women are that. Look at this one. She's not dressed. I mean, she's not looking proper. She's not taking care of herself. This one is fat. This one is, always talking down women. You can't be with such person and you tell me you don't know tendencies that they already have. You can't say that if you let them go, you won't find another person. No, that's insecurity. Okay. So you must have standards and principles. You must have things that you are looking out for. Okay. So being a non-conformist helps you to even stand out. It's glorious to stand out. It's glorious. I mean, it's cool when they tell 20 people to introduce themselves and 19 people will say, I'm a graphic designer. Hey, I'm a web designer. Okay. I'm a fashion designer. I'm this and that. I am a teacher. I am this and that. I am a this. And then I stand up as the 20th person. And I go, I am Chijioke. I'm a life coach, public speaker, corporate trainer, writer, mentor, leader. I lead teams and organizations. I design and deliver training programs, and I'm also a physiotherapist. And then people start clapping. I've done this on many occasions. That's you being non-conformist. Okay. And then as I'm leaving, people are following me. Why are they following me? Dude, I didn't even know this was possible. So it's possible for somebody to identify in these different areas and then they can still do well. I mean, I admire the way you speak. Can you teach me how to speak? In fact, can you mentor me? I mean, you just you embody what I want to become. Right now, by becoming who I want to be, by being stubborn about myself and my identity, I'm empowering many people already just by existing. So there are people who will meet me at events and they're like, the multi-potentialite guy, I remember you, Chijioke Tiba, you're always posting about this on Facebook. Thank you for liberating me. You've helped me make a major decision. Now I do this and I do that and I do that and I earn from these multiple things I do. That is powerful. That is amazing. For me, it's beautiful. That's part of my definitions of success. Ability to do many things and do many things well. So that's by the way. You will find the right mentors when you stick to your path. As long as you are not conforming a bit, as long as you are not standing out in, let me say it this way, as long as you're not standing out and standing into nonsense. If you are standing out and standing out for good, standing out for what you believe is right, you believe is moral and ethical, fine. You are a king in your jungle, you are the lion in your jungle. However, if you are standing out and you are standing out for nonsense, beware. The persecution is going to be valid. So that's it. I hope I answered your question, Dami. So let's continue. I've talked about inadequacy. Okay, inadequacy. And the next one is change, fear of change. Okay, fear of change, fear of changing environments, fear of changing careers, fear of changing anything, changing a lifestyle, a habit. So you've been habitually living a life of just existing, and all of a sudden somebody is telling you that you have to start reading books, you have to start taking online courses, you have to start putting yourself out there, building a brand, and you are like, no, no, I'm not used to this now. So you are hardwired to only keep doing what you are used to. You're wired to do only what you are used to. And that's why you see people, they will do only one career all through their lives. Studied medicine in school, did masters in medicine, PhD in uh, embryologic medicine, did this one, public health in community, whatever. Just everything is just in one pattern. It's not that they cannot do other things. They are just afraid. They have never done any other thing with their lives apart from climb that corporate ladder. I'm not saying it's bad, but sometimes it can hurt you. There are so many unmet needs, unmet desires. There are so many ambitions, so many things in your heart that you want to do, but you are not going to be able to simply because you are too afraid to manifest in those areas. Okay. Now, this one, my MTN is giving me sign. I don't know why they're giving me sign like this. Like my data is about to. So if at any point this video pauses, just take a break for 1 minute and I'll quickly recharge. I don't want to pause this now. I'll just quickly subscribe and then I'll come back. Okay. So like I was saying, there's fear of change, right? Which we must be ready for. You must be ready to change. You must be ready to make changes. Why? A lot is at risk. A lot. If you're not taking risks, if you're not changing, there's so much you're going to miss. So much. So much. Okay. Now the next one, fear of success. People don't know that this one exists. Fear of success. There are some people that they're just afraid of succeeding. I've met people like that. As a life coach, you will get to meet people across diverse sectors, across, different personalities, different kinds, different types, different species of people. So I've met people who are afraid that they are going to succeed. I may try this and it works. What if it works and I become successful? What if what if people start paying me? What if I start making money? Won't I become a bad person? And a lot of times, this one is as a result of the bad indoctrinations we've had about success. It happens especially among religious people, church people, and the Muslim folks are alike. Okay, so you believe that if you are wealthy, you cannot make heaven. If you are wealthy, you are. mean, some people see poverty as virtue. So to them, if success is coming to them and they are having attention, some people cannot even do personal branding. You are telling them about personal branding, I'm telling you, so people will now be admiring me instead of God. People will now be exalting me instead of God. How will I post my face? How will I post my picture? How will I post testimonials of my work? I will be getting attention. The attention will distract me, blah, 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 blah. All sorts of excuses just because they are afraid of success and they've not been able to even identify what that fear is. Now, the next one is commitment, fear of commitment. So this is one of the reasons why you see a program like this, right? A training like this going on, and people are getting value, getting so much value. They're enjoying it. And immediately I announce something now and say, okay, this one is 10K, this one is 50K, this one is 100K, this one is 200K. You notice a slash, automatic. Some people will be like, what is he going to say next? What is he going to say next? I'm taking notes. Immediately I say, so to join my inner circle, you are going to pay 50,000 naira or pay 100,000 naira. You just notice from maybe if there are 200 viewers live, right? And you say, okay, to join this, you're going to pay 100,000 naira. You just notice from 200 to 100 people will just select themselves. I beg you. I It's not that they don't like. I don't even know how to explain this category of people, but they've already made up their mind. It's from a point of scarcity mentality. They've already made up their mind that anything that involves commitment, I know they do. Mm-mm. That's how you meet people that will tell you, some people that need help, oh, people who need help. So a woman told me to send her to explain something for her. And I said, okay, I've done a recording. Can I send it to you? She said, please let the recording not be more than 2 minutes. If it's more than 2 minutes, please, I shouldn't send. I should find a way to summarize something I thought in almost more than an hour. Say, summarize everything in 2 minutes voice note and send. I'm like, what kind of, some people are just afraid of committing anything, committing money, time, energy, service, committing anything. They just want to leave. They just want to be there. No, nobody should do anything. I don't want to do anything, just like that. It's not good. So if not making commitments is going to cost you, imagine how much you are losing. Relationships, mentorships, opportunities that you are missing just because you are not paying, you are not committing anything. You don't want to commit anything to your growth. Oh, my salary is 50K. You want me to use 3,000 naira and pay for the course? My salary is 100K. How can I remove 10K out of it? And sometimes it's strange. It's strange. And that's why a lot of people are where they are. You know why? Refusing to commit means refusing to take risk, refusing to invest. Sometimes you may need money to invest in circles. I'll still teach this one in the inner circle very well, the law of circles. So it means that you may see a program that is going on somewhere, and that program is 50K, right? Ticket is 50K. You don't want to pay for the program because you believe, these people are cashing out. It's my money they want to use and eat. Okpa. So I'll not pay. You're doing yourself. Oh. If you pay that money and enter there, you are going to be sitting in a room with people who can afford to pay this amount to sit in a room. The kind of opportunities they are getting will start coming to you. The relationships they are finding will start navigating towards you. Somehow you made a worthy investment. But if you're not ready to commit, you're going to lose. Okay? So, commitment. More than being afraid of making commitment towards your goals, you should be more scared of getting your arms folded and crippled by indecision. You should be more scared of getting stuck in a life that you don't want and losing out on your dreams. That should scare you. More than being afraid of experiencing change, you should be more scared of remaining in a life that you don't want, getting results that you do not want. You should be more scared. So when you know this, it should fuel your action. It should fuel commitment. It should make you want to invest in things that will make way for you. I saw a video today. I think it was additional assets or something on Facebook. Rich people use money to buy time. Poor people use time to buy. No, poor people save money. No, save. How did he even put it? Poor people save money to buy. Save time to get money. Can't even remember again. Rich people. The summary is that rich people use money to buy time. Poor people use time to buy money. They save money because they think by saving money, they are, somehow getting time. I know you get the whole logic, the picture I'm trying to paint. It's simple. The rich invest in leverage. The poor will save because of scarcity. Two different things, two different worldviews. The poor person will not want to buy things in bulk. The poor person will not want to, pay a coach or pay a mentor because they think, just this, so I'll send my money, my hard-earned money to somebody. No, the rich would pay because they want a faster way of doing things. They want to encounter leverage on time so that they can implement faster and get faster results. Difference. So the other fears here, fear of missing out, shiny object syndrome. Oh, next thing is affiliate marketing. Crypto. Tap swap, combat, modern ultimate combat, combat star. All those things. This one. Which one is there? Which one? I'm not saying sometimes it can reward you, sometimes they can pay and you cash out, fine. But is that really what you want to build your life on? Sometimes you have to understand that there's a difference between hustling and building. Hustling, let me put my hand anywhere belly face. There's a huge difference. Stop hustling and start positioning. You should be investing in strategy, systems, and structures. What can make what you are building stand the test of time? I'm not here to tell you whether tapping is bad or good. But at the end of the day, will you allow your life to get distracted just because of a few thousands of naira that you're going to get? You may not even get shao, but even if you get, is that the end point? So, fear of missing out. Sometimes block your ears. Yes, crypto is doing well, affiliate marketing, oh, forex trading, oh, this one, oh, billions of people are making billions of money from this. This one is going well. There's CPA affiliate marketing, hey, Amazon Kindle, KDP, all those things. Calm down, identify what you really want to do. Close your ears to the noise. Focus. Learn, learn, learn. Fear of missing out is different from being multi-talented, though. They are different things. Shiny object syndrome is different. You will be tempted if you're a multi-talented person or a multi-potentialite. You'll be tempted to do many things, right? To chook your head into many things because you think this is the next shiny thing. But that's not the way to do it. It's not it at all. If you're doing like that, you're making a mistake. Okay? Everything has to be with strategy. You have to plan your life out and decide what you want. This one, I'll make it a special topic on its own. I'll make it a special topic so that we can finish tonight. Now, there's fear of judgment and criticism. What are people going to say about me? Oh, I'm doing this live call now, and I am on a t-shirt. What are people going to say? Are they going to say, oh, this is a whiteboard instead of a backdrop? This is, what is this guy doing? What is he speaking well? Is he looking too black? Is his light good? All those things, nonsense excuses cooking up in your head because you think people are judging you. People that don't even have time. You think people are judging, trying to know if you are dotting all your I's and crossing all your T's. People that don't have time, they are focusing on their lives. People are going through a lot. You are not part of their priorities. I can promise you that. Nobody has the strength to judge you. Let them eat first. People that have not seen food to eat, they are coming to judge you. Let them finish eating first. And receive criticism in good heart. When people criticize you, take it. Criticism is not bad. Take it. Use negative feedback or criticism to improve yourself. Of course, some people are going to be typical haters. That's fine. You have to be wise enough and discern to know who is who. But that's fine. Right? When people come to criticize or judge you, pick the negative things, pick what they are saying, see if there's any possibility that they are telling the truth, and then see how you can improve. That's your advantage. You keep getting better and better and better. Before you know what's happening, the same people who criticize you will come to look for you. They will come to pay you, and they may not even be able to afford you. That's how life works. Okay? So fear of criticism is also something that keeps a lot of people back. People are not going to judge you. Do what you have to do. The next one is fear of responsibility. I already said fear of commitment, so they're basically kind of the same. They are similar. Fear of responsibility could be fear of getting married because you think if you get married, you have to be more responsible. You have to, take care of your family, you have to take care of your kids, you have to pay school fees and all that. So you are just like, no, 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 no. You have to be accountable. Without accountability, so you're afraid. And you're like, no, 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 I'd rather not get married. It's happening to a lot of people, especially men. Yeah, especially men, because of the economy, Abby. you know. So yeah, fear of responsibility is also part of it. Then fear of starting imperfect. So I'm going to close on this note. This fear of starting imperfect is killing a lot of people. Perfectionism, perfectionism. And I'll tell you this, perfection is a mirage. It doesn't exist. It is a mere mental illusion. Just the way they are optical illusions is a mental illusion. It does not exist. And the moment you get to a point that you think is perfection, another criteria for perfection will emerge in your mind. The moment you say, oh, finally, I've gotten ring light, I've gotten this, I've gotten that, you know, besides this thing I got that is looking fine, that has been turning and turning. This is a gift that I got after speaking at Safe Hands School. And I loved it so much, so much. I love it. It reminds me, it just kind of does something to my mind. So, um, it's here on top of a book. This is a book. It's not on any special thing. This is a whiteboard. This whiteboard, I've not had time to do any teaching with whiteboard for a while. So this thing here, I've not cleaned, I've not wiped it in months, probably months. Because I've not had any time to do whiteboard teachings. I'll probably do that soon. But what am I trying to say? It doesn't have to be all perfect before you start. I started imperfect, and that's why I'm here today. And I'm still doing this imperfect. I have a very simple setup, very, very simple setup, very simple setup. I don't even want to go into what I'm wearing to do this. I will never do that one. I won't say it. you know, For a lot of people, they keep waiting till everything is, till I buy suits before I can start accepting speaking invitations. Some stupid, stupid excuses. Yes, very stupid excuses that don't make sense. And they are keeping you. Now, think of this. While you are waiting to be perfect, a lot of people that you should have helped, do you know that they are going to die? Now, sometimes the death may not be spiritual or emotional death or psychological death. I mean, real death. There are people that, because of, okay, now give me a second. So if you can still hear me, just make a comment, okay? Make a comment, and if you are still sharing, share. So we're going to take a break, a 2 minutes break. Let me quickly recharge, and then I'll be with you. I'll come back and I'll continue talking about starting imperfect, because I said some people are going to die. So yes, that's it. If you don't manifest, some people are going to lose their lives. So give me a second. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Are you still here with me? Hope you have not left. I have three people, one, so we'll kick off again. Two, more to go, and you'll see my face. Okay. Okay, good, good, amazing, amazing. So yeah, back to what we were saying. So I was saying that if you do not come out of your shell, if you do not overcome this fear that is holding you back, right? Um, when it comes to starting imperfect, a lot of people are going to die. I was about giving you typical examples. So maybe you want to start sharing something to inspire young people, right? Or because you are thinking, oh, I don't have ring light yet, I don't have this yet, I don't have that yet. Somebody somewhere who would have heard your message and stayed, even if it's one more day, to make a new decision with their lives. Somebody who would have heard that message of hope that you had to offer and given themselves another chance. Somebody who would have heard what you wanted to say and believed more in their business. Somebody's going to give up if you don't manifest. Have you ever thought about that? Like, have you ever thought about it? You know, it's not as if it's your fault. It's not as if no, you're not to be blamed. Not really. But the thing is, you have a greater chance at making more impact when you start, regardless of how prepared you are, in terms of having everything perfect. Okay? So don't let that fear hold you back. Start. Start now. Start with what you have. Start with from where you are. What you have is enough to get you started. And it's only when you have started that you can change the world. Start now. Okay? So good. I said we're ending by 1 hour in 1 hour 30 minutes. So like 9:30 or let's say 9:32. Because we started like 2 minutes late. But that's that notwithstanding. Oh, good. I love this. I love this. I love this commitment. I love this. I love what I'm seeing. Well done. Well done. Well done. That's how great movements start. That's how great stars emerge. How great businesses are founded. Great startups are built. Yes. Well done. So now we've treated a lot of fears. We've talked about a lot of fears. I'm really excited that we've, dissected all these. I'm really glad. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is how can we objectively tackle our fears? How can we objectively overcome our fears? Okay, how can we do it? Steps. What steps do we need to follow? What steps will you follow from today to overcome your fears? Number one is embrace it. Fear is not necessarily bad. Sometimes fear is a pointer to a need for further preparation, right? It's a pointer to danger somewhere. It depends on whether the fear. So first thing you have to do is sit down and ask yourself, what kind of fear is this? And then what's the worst case scenario? What's the worst thing that will happen if I get up the stage and speak in public? If I raise my hand and answer question, if I raise my hand and ask question, what's the worst thing that could happen? I'll panic. My heart will start beating fast. Okay. But is anybody going to beat me? No. Embrace the fear. Embrace that fear as part of living, as part of life. Okay. Embrace it. It's normal. It's completely normal. Embrace it. And then when you've embraced it, deconstruct it. Deconstruct it. This thing I just said that, okay, will anybody beat you? Will anything happen? You know, just find evidence for that thing. Okay, the last time you came in front of the class and you made an announcement, nobody beat you. The last time you came on Facebook and you talked about your business, nobody really stoned you. Nobody insulted you. If people were even commending and celebrating you. So why are you panicking? What's the real? Ask yourself the question: what is the real threat? What is going to happen? What's the worst case scenario? Will police come and arrest me? Will they beat me? Once the answer is no, go ahead. Embrace the fear. Do it afraid. Okay. The next one is graded exposure. Graded exposure. Graded exposure. So it means this. It means when I saw this somewhere, I was angry that someone had already published it. Because initially I came up with an idea. I've been coaching people and I use this as a technique for people that I coach, right? I use it to help people. It's a tool I use to help people. And, you know, I didn't know it was really a formal thing until I started doing some programs, life coaching and all that stuff. And what I would say is I called it threshold expansion technique. When I was doing those programs, it was called exposure therapy. Some people call it graded exposure. It means that for you to overcome a fear, the only thing you have to do is to keep exposing yourself to that particular fear at lower thresholds and gradually keep increasing the threshold. I think where's my mark? I want to see if I'll just if I don't see him, I'll go just continue like that. It's not here. I wanted to draw something on the board. Okay, so I didn't see it. Let's leave that one. So graded exposure is, life is all about, your fears only exist because they are invisible thresholds in your mind. When it comes to perception of fear and threat, they are invisible thresholds. Okay? So in life coaching, it's called exposure therapy. I call it threshold expansion technique. Threshold expansion technique. So whichever one you choose to call it, concern anybody. The main thing is that you're able to get results. Now, that threshold of fear. So let's say it is like this, right? From here to here. So it means that if now this means that the threshold is small, right? Small threshold. What this small threshold means is it will be easy for you to get to panic level. So the top one is the panic level here, right? This is the panic level. So this fear zone, you are moving up like this, going up, going. Once it hits panic level, your body starts to feel like the threat is so close and the threat is so powerful, right? Now, what happens is the more if you expose yourself to this level, you expose yourself, it's pushing. You get to that point and then you will realize that there's really no real danger here. There's no real danger. You've come in front of people, three people, and you spoke, and nothing happened. Nobody beat you, nobody castigated you, nobody condemned you, and you're like, okay, this is fine. Let's push it a little bit. Let's push it. So you've expanded the threshold of fear in your mind. Okay, so let's push it here. Now you experience that thing again. You go ahead and say, okay, since three people, nobody judged me, and nothing happened. I did not fall down. I was shaking, but I didn't fall. Now let me go and speak in front of 10 people. Your body will start doing somehow again. It will start doing somehow. Like, it's overwhelming. I'm going to die. I don't understand what's happening. I'm afraid this moment is going to destroy me, you know. And when you get there and realize, okay, so I've actually experienced this and nothing happened. So maybe we should try something more. Let me go in front of 30 people. And you keep going. So you see, you're expanding the threshold from the baseline. You're expanding it. So that means you will need exposure to a higher degree of fear to be able to get to this one again. So when you come and speak in front of 3 people, you see, you've conquered that already. No fear. 5 people, 8 people, until you get to that limit you have expanded it into, right? And then you start panicking. It's your panic zone or your panic level. Now, what happens? You keep exposing yourself, keep exposing yourself. The more you expose yourself, the more you break this threshold. You continue doing that until you pull it to a point where you are almost invincible. You are almost fearless. If you are a drink, if you're a drink, you are fearless. I've just seen people that drink a lot of fearless, but they are still afraid. Sha, that one is not my topic for today. you know. But you get to a point where you have overcome that particular experience. It can even be public speaking that you get to a point as long as you prepare for your session, you know what you're going to go and say. Going there to perform is not a problem. Or going to any kind of audience is not a problem for you. You will have fun. These days, if you are close to me, you will marvel at the kind of risk I take. Sometimes I don't prepare for events. Top secret. So like I can be going to an event and in the vehicle, I'll just pull out a piece of paper and do a mind dump. If you are starting out, if you are still a beginner, please don't do like me. I'll do a mind dump and I'll just write 3 things I want to talk about. Three points or 4 points. And that's all in that small piece of paper. And I'm good. You know, I'm good. I'm not doing any further preparation again. And I go and I speak and people are amazed. Like how on earth did he do this? You know, and I don't panic. One of the reasons being I have trained myself to repeat and repeat and repeat that activity with the fear. That's why I said do it afraid. With that fear, as I'm doing it, I'm breathing hard. I take the microphone and I start talking. My heart is beating, my brain is beating, everything is beating. Wow, keep doing it until I master it. I'll get to that point where that threshold has been expanded so much that it will take a while and it will take something to really get me excited. I mean, get me to the point that I start fidgeting hard. Hard. Be ready to embrace rejection. Go and connect with people. Let them say no. Yes, expect it from the onset. Worst case scenario thinking. You want to pitch an idea to somebody or pitch yourself to somebody, and you already know the worst thing this person can say is no. So who cares? He's not going to beat me. He's not going to call police on me. He's not going to punch me in the face. And maybe even if he wants to punch me, if I look well and see somebody I'm stronger than, there's there's nothing to talk much about again. Hmm? But I'm just saying. Now, the next thing that will help you, apart from graded exposure, that is exposing yourself little by little, practicing occasionally, you know, challenging that threshold, right? In a controlled environment. So even some people use virtual reality for this. So you can use virtual reality and put yourself, that's for those that have money, put yourself in places. Maybe as a public speaker, you're afraid of public speaking, you wear a VR set and then you go on stage and you are seeing 1,000 people or 100 people, as the case may be. So you are in a controlled environment. There's no real threat. There's only perceived threat. But your brain is now going to keep trying to adjust to set the difference and create a balance. And then you realize that, okay, nothing is going to really happen. You get used to it. You accommodate to that. You know, so whether VR or no VR, start trying this on your own. Now, next thing is get a mentor, get a coach. Okay, get a mentor, get a coach. That's one of the ways to spur yourself to action. Stay accountable. Okay, I want to do this. I want to launch my program. I want to launch my book. Sir, please, I want to. Can I report to you? And this is very important too. I'm not saying getting a mentor is there. There's a difference between a mentor, a coach, and an accountability partner. They are different. However, one person can decide to play that role, those three roles in your life at the same time, right? But it does not mean you are entitled to it. They are very different things. If you want to look for an accountability partner and pay an accountability partner or an accountability coach, fine. If you want to look for a coach, fine. Pay a coach, get a coach, fine. If you want to look for a mentor, good and fine. Okay. Why I'm saying this is so that so that you will not go to somebody you are calling mentor and you're like, so those days when I was starting mentoring, some people will come to me and they're like, sir, I'm a very lazy person. No, I'm a very lazy person. If you have to flog me, flog me. If you have to push me. Please, sir, just carry me, force me, push me. When I no be thief, not anymore. I don't do that anymore. You know, for in fact, for you to be able to work with me, you need a level of self motivation. You need to, something has to be chasing you, or you are chasing something for us to be able to work together. If you are still at the level of I need someone to push me, pull me, tear me, push, throw me, my hands are clean. I know they did that one. No, it passed my power. No. So, you know, be disciplined enough to know what you want and to be able to come and say, this is what I'm working on. Keep me, can I stay accountable? If I do this, I'll come and report. So I have some of my mentees who are like that. So they are working on the big project, big fantastic things. They come to my DM, okay, sir, I'm doing this. I'm just sending it to you so that I can stay accountable. Beautiful. It's not stressful. I can, I want to stay accountable. So in your mind, you know that you've already told somebody you will launch. And that person is somebody you regard. You know, yes. The enthusiast. I am glad. I'm honored. So yeah, that person is somebody you regard. So you can say, okay, because I've told him, I've told her, I have to do it. Okay, that helps you to overcome the inertia and actually do something. Now, the next two things I'm going to say is um, employ other aspects of your flow state, your human state, right? Two things that you can do. Maybe some rituals. It's not can I or ritual, activities that you do. It could be affirmations that help you. Anything that helps you overcome the anxiety, overcome the fear when you remember it or when you want to do it. Maybe you want to go speak in public, you want to go on stage, do deep breathing exercises. I do this a lot. Hmm? I do this a lot. When I know I'm going to come up stage for anything, when I know they're about to call me on stage, I'll just take deep breath, feel my lungs. And people may not know I'm doing it though. People may not know. And then gently pulse my lip. So I could be doing this while I'm sitting, and it calms my nerves. It relaxes my body, puts me in an easy state, easy flow state, less anxiety, less panic. And then when I get on stage, I'm already in my element. I do my thing and I go. Okay, so you can practice deep breathing exercises, relaxation, meditation, any other thing that helps you, put you in the mood, put you in a good mood. Can laugh, can joke about what you are doing, joke about your mistakes. Remember what I said, worst case scenario thinking. What's the worst that could happen? If I make a mistake, if I fail, if it doesn't work out, if people laugh at me, what's the worst thing that can happen? So it got to a point I told myself, if people laugh at me, I'll join them and I'll laugh at myself. More fun. And I did that. So when I was in school, the teacher will ask questions and I'm like, okay, I have an idea. I'll pick up my hands and I answer and people start laughing. I know that my answer is not that stupid, but I'm not even sure whether it's too stupid or not. But I'll join them and we'll laugh at myself together. It makes the whole thing more fun, you know. More everybody's happy, I'm happy. So why life doesn't have to be too hard. Okay? If I fail, I'll start again. So I'm going to leave you with something. Um Sometimes your fears are immaterial, and sometimes your fears are keeping you longer than you want to stay. It's up to you to make the decision now that they won't keep you any longer. That you're going to try, you're going to implement, you're going to get out of your shell. Okay? Your fears won't keep you back. Whatever the fear may be, don't let it hold you down. And there's something I'll tell you now. Take it to heart. If your fear is fear of failure, take it to heart. Fail now. Especially if you're young. Especially if you're young. Fail now. Fail now. Do it now and fail now. You have chance to redeem yourself. People will not laugh at you too much. You know, people will not even, I mean, the excuse you have is that you are young. It won't be hard. The society won't be hard on you. Do it now and fail now. Start that business. Start that, build that startup. Create that offer. Sell that product. Launch that your coaching program. Write that book. Fail now. Fail fast. Fail fast. If you must fail, fail now and fail fast. What do I mean? Fail now so that you can correct any error and build again. Fail fast. Be ready to immediately identify your flaws and build upon them. Then finally, fail forward. Fail forward. You've probably made a mistake. You failed, but that's not the end of it. You should be able to go forward from there. You should be able to move onwards from there. And that's what matters most. That's what matters most. That's how to get results. So, yes, that's it. That's it. That's it for tonight's class. And I hope you got value. I promised we were going to stop by 1 hour, 30 minutes. This is 1 hour, 42 minutes, 51 seconds. And I do not intend to keep you any longer. I do not intend to keep you any longer. So I'll be, saying bye-bye here. If you have questions, bring it to the inner circle. Okay, I would definitely be attending to all of your questions right in the group. Okay, if you have questions, bring it to the inner circle and I'll attend to them there. If you're not in the inner circle yet, it's open to everybody. However, there's a commitment fee. Those that will fly should fly now. And there's a commitment fee attached. If you are lucky enough to see this video or to be watching this video within the next 24 hours, what will I say? Why will I say 24 hours? 24 hours is much. So what I'm going to be doing, I'll be giving grades of discounts per time. I'll be giving grades of discount until the D-Day when we're officially kicking off the Inner Circle program. So the Inner Circle is basically to help you move from ideation to launch. This is just one of the free open bonus teachings I decided to do. There are many others. There are like 40 other different programs coming. Okay. So I wanted to offer a discount to those who are watching here and you're not already in the Inner Circle, right? But should I? Should I? Let me even see who and who is watching. Uh, okay. Okay. So I'm going to give a discount. I will not mention the discount here. I won't mention it here. I won't mention. In fact, I will not even mention price here. Yes. If you're interested, maybe on subsequent sessions I'll do. If you're interested, you can reach out to me as soon as possible before it closes. So this video you're watching, the inner circle session, the main inner circle is kicking off 15th of September, and this is just first. Okay, so if you are seeing this, you're fortunate. If you want to join, good and fine. Yeah, but if you decide that you don't want to join, it's also good and fine. You can always, there are a lot of precious opportunities everywhere on the internet. Okay, so it depends on what you really want. But if you're looking for a one-stop program, finally you want to figure out yourself, you want to figure out what you want to do, gain clarity, master your mindset, you know, learn how to connect with people for professional and personal reasons, um, you know, learn to build system structures, learn to use the right strategies, penetrate the right circles, and eventually launch what you have in your mind. If you're looking for that one final stop, believe me, the inner circle is for you. It's right for you. Um, so that's it. That's where we're going to stop for tonight. And if you attended this training, I would like you to maybe make a post about it if you wish. I would like to see feedback from you. I would like to get feedback from you. Send me a message, post about it, tag me. I'd appreciate that. Send a message letting me know that you joined and it was something you found valuable. And that's going to inspire me to obviously do more of these sessions in future. So I hope you really found value here. Thank you for sticking with me for 1 hour, 46 minutes, almost 1 hour, 15 minutes. Um, but we'll do more of this. We'll do more of this. So stay tuned. Follow me on if you're saying this on Facebook, follow on Facebook, LinkedIn, follow. You can send a message. And I would connect with you on YouTube as well. Subscribe to the channel. There are many other videos on my YouTube. You can learn so much from there. So, it's Studio Kotiba Growth Academy on YouTube. Whichever one or whatever you're looking for, you can still send me a message on WhatsApp. Send me a message on WhatsApp or on any social media platform and request for my WhatsApp number. I'll give it to you. Okay. So that's it for tonight. We'll see again tomorrow. We'll see again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow, because I'll be going to work tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. I'll communicate through the inner circle and the waiting room. So if you are here as well, you want to know more, or you just want to hang on and make up your mind, join the waiting room. Okay, join the waiting room. I'll be attaching it to the video, to the replay of this video. I'll attach the link to the waiting room in the comment sections. Yeah, in the comments. So just check back in maybe an hour or the next day. Check back. Oh, check back. It's up to you. I don't have time to follow anybody up. I don't have time, honestly. So yeah, have an amazing night rest, everyone. Bye.